a Reaper breakdown of abilities that need to be used. So, to start off an engagement, if it's just single target, we're going to have Shadow of Death. You can apply it twice and they stack, which is really nice, so you don't have to worry about a short timer. Death Design. Damage taken from the Reaper who applied this effect is increases said Reaper's soul gauge if defeated before the effect expires. So it's something that you want to always have applied. Very easy stuff to do. His main combo is Slice, Waxing Slice, and Infernal Slice. I'm going to keep doing this till I get 100% gauge. Okay, now that I have gauge, I can use Bloodstock or Grim Swathe. Bloodstock is a single target damage that will now activate my Gibbet, Gallows, and Guillotine, or I can use Grim Swathe, which is an AoE that basically still activates. It's just an AoE version of Bloodstock. Then I have access to Gibbet, Gallows, Guillotine. Gibbet, we'll go over first, is a flank attack, so you stand on the side of the target, activate that for more damage versus any other side of the target. So now I need to build up my gauge again so I can do Gallows and Guillotine. Okay, I have enough to do Unveiled Gallows. Alright, so now, Gallows ability is something you want to do at the rear of the target for maximum damage. So we have a flank ability, a rear ability, and the last one of the three is Guillotine, which is an AoE. So you'll essentially use either Unveiled Gibbet or Grim Swathe, and then Guillotine for multiple targets. It really is cool. And then they have a teleport. They have two teleports. They have a back teleport, which is called Hell's Regress, and then a forward teleport, which is Hell's Ingress. I have Hell's Ingress in my first hotbar because you see both of the teleports share a recast timer, so you can only do one or the other in a scenario. And I'd like to look the direction I'm going before I teleport versus having to position my back to the area I want to go to. And when I do Hell's Ingress, it makes my long-range attack a insta-cast. So naturally, Harpy, you have to cast it, which looks amazing, the casting animation. But if I do Hell's Ingress and then Harpy, it's insta-cast. So I'm going to do Hell's Ingress real quick. Now I'm behind you, and now it's insta-cast. Boom. Really cool. So you can use that ability just to look cool, get out of AoEs, engage in combat really quickly, etc. Or just disengage. Hell's Ingress is probably better for disengaging because it saves you time from having to turn around, but I'd still like to look where I'm going first. And that's pretty much the gist of it. So, yeah, apply your status effect. If it's single target, Shadow of Death. If it's multiple targets, Whirl of Death. And then you want to do your combo, 1, 2, 3, Slice, Waxing Slice, Infernal Slice to build gauge. Then from there on, you decide to either use Bloodstock for single target or Grim Swathe for multi. We're going to pretend there's multiple targets, so I'm going to use Grim Swathe. And then I'm going to use Guillotine, which is my AoE for multi-target. And then you just keep rinsing and repeating. So you keep building up your gauge. Stalker Swathe, then Gibbet, Gallows, or Guillotine. And then all while managing Shadow of Death status effect or Whirl of Death status effect if there's multi-targets. And that's pretty much the gist of the class. Oh, I almost forgot. Also, so we have the 1-2-3 combos for single target. I almost left out the AoE target combo. The AoE target combo is Spinning Scythe and then Nightmare Scythe. So you do Spinning first, and then Nightmare Scythe, because they combo. And by doing so, that builds up your gauge as well. So when you see multiple targets, when you're doing like mobs between bosses and dungeons or whatever, you're better off just doing that. And then AoE, Grimswaith, and then AoE, Guillotine. And then back to Spinning Scythe, Nightmare Scythe until you have enough. And then if you just have one target by then, because you already burned down the mob, then you do Bloodstock. And then decide from there if you want to do Gibbet or Gallows. Usually it'll be highlighted which one has like a combo potency, which will determine what you're going to do. I'm going to do Gibbet for the flank ability attack damage, and so on and so forth. We actually, while I was explaining, let my Shadow of Death stage effect run out. You don't really want that to run out on the target. You want to keep that on them. And the fact that it lets you stack it, so that way it'll be a maximum of 1 minute before it goes down, is really nice, really generous. Oh, we're in an AoE. Let's get out of it. Boom. Port away. Do a little bit of damage from long range. Nice. It just hit a branch on the way to you. And that's pretty much the gist of this class. Really cool. Really stylish. I love Harpy. I love all of the effects, but I think Harpy, when you're casting it, looks so good. Oh yeah, and another great thing about this class. Where's the emote? Where's the emote? That's not the emote. Battle Stance. Battle Stance is amazing. Victory's still pretty cool too, but nah, man. It's all about that Battle Stance emote. I could spam Battle Stance. It's so pleasing on the eyes. And that's your bread and butter for this job when you've unlocked it. Obviously, it'll probably be a little bit different when you level it up all the way to max level because you'll gain more abilities, but this is the bread and butter of the Reaper.